Hello and welcome to a new tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how to remove a person from an image or an object or an animal. Doesn't matter. We are going to start with small stuff, with easy things, and then I'm going to teach you how to remove almost 100 people from a picture. Alright, now Photoshop has some tools, I think starting with the 2019 edition, and that thing is called ContentAware Feel. So if you want to remove this person, take the lasso tool and select around it. Don't go too far. It doesn't have to be a precise selection. After you select it, just go edit, and here ContentAware Feel. If you want to see the area that Photoshop is learning where to apply from the ContentAware Feel, you can change the color to red, for example, and as you can see, he is doing a content-aware frame from this area. So we press OK, and we deselect the selection by Ctrl and D, and this is what it does. I think it looks nice. Let's move on to the next image. I want to remove this person from the image. So I take the lasso tool, I draw around it because it has a reflection also. I make the selection and then edit and ContentAware Feel. Hit OK, and we have our image. It's not perfect, but it's a good way to start. You can draw upon it or use clone tool after to mask the area that you don't like. But as you can see, Photoshop is doing a really nice job just by one click. Now, another one, this one. Let's say we want to remove the dog. Just select around it. Also, don't forget about the shadow, and edit and ContentAware Feel. And now, if you deselect the area, the dog is gone. Click on your layer again. Let's say we want to remove the woman. Just make a selection around her. Also, for the shadow, go to Edit, ContentAware Feel, and now the woman is gone. If you want to remove one goose from here, let's say this one, because it's separated from the group, you can do by applying the same technique. Don't forget to have your layer selected, the main one, ContentAware, and now the goose is gone. Alright, now if you want to remove all of them, just click on the main image, select around them with the lasso tool, and then we do the same thing. Well, it won't be perfect, but as I said, it's a good way to start. Deselect, and here you go. Okay, so in the main tutorial today, I'm going to teach you how to remove everybody and everything from this picture. I mean, except the trees, the palm trees, and of course the water. So this is before and this is after. Before and after. Let's start. As you can see, this beach is pretty crowded, and step by step I'm going to teach you how to remove everybody from the picture. It seems like impossible in the beginning, but after a while you'll get used to it and it's pretty easy. Now depends on your type of image, of course. You cannot do miracles, but Photoshop is helping us to achieve great results. Okay, let's begin. First of all, we need to isolate the people and to do small steps. You cannot erase everybody just like that. So, first tool that we are going to use is the patch tool. You can find it here by pressing G and let's see what this does. So I'm going to select this area. If you want to add more selection, just press Shift and draw another selection on top of the old one. Okay, so now you can drag this part on top where we have the sand. As you can see, it replaces our cut with the sand on top. If you deselect this, we already have removed that chair. Now let's move on. Great. Now, for the next part, we are going to use the clone tool, which you can find in here or by pressing S. You zoom in, and now what this does is cloning a part of the image, and it places on top of your content that you don't want to be seen. So if we want to hide this one, this part, the people in the air, you take a brush, a big brush, you hold Alt, you press the sky here, where it's pretty clean, and you draw on top of it with a brush. Now make another selection and keep drawing. Make a smaller brush size and draw here. Great, that was easy. Now let's move on. All those people, we will remove them step by step, but first let's take care of the bottom part. So I'm really happy to have a lot of sand around this area, and I'll use this sand to cover the bottom part. So I'll use the brush again, click on this area and draw with small brush steps this area. Click again, and here you go. Let's take care of the shadow. Alright, now this shadow. Great. Let's see if we can do more. Because we have a lot of sand from here, from the left to the right, I think we can go even more. Select the starting point here, near the chairs, and now go and draw here, to the right side. Don't go too much, because if you go too much, it will move also the people that were in the left, that still are on the left, and this tool, this clone tool, clones them and put them on the right. So this is not okay. So now, because we have more sand, we'll use this sand. We go a bit up, click here, holding Alt, and draw again to the right, and repeat the process. Because we repeat it a lot of times, this area, if you zoom out, it can be seen. You can see that it was repeated because there are some parts that repeat again. So I'm going to use different parts of the sand to mask, to clone the sand from the right side. Alright. I think we have a good start. Now let's take care of the left side. We do the same process. Remember, hold Alt, click, and then use the brush to draw with a clone here, wherever you want to hide the area. Use smaller brush size when you are getting close to some objects, like this tree, for example. Zoom in and get really close to it. you can change the brush to a hard one and do the same thing really close to the tree. Here I'm using the hard brush to be precise, to have a straight line on top. Here also. Alright, we still have a lot of other things to do, like here, I forgot about this part. Just press Alt many times, select again near the lady. Don't forget to do this many times. If you press only once and you draw, it takes other parts of the image and places where you don't need them. So press Alt and click a lot of times near the image. So when you have something like this, just change the size to 1 or 2 and draw between the tree's branches. Now, what we can do more, we can create a new layer and draw some leaves here. We can do that by drawing with our mouse. You need to be careful. Like that, change the color. You can select one of the colors from the leaves by pressing Alt and select one of the colors from here and just draw. Something like that. We come back with to our layer. We take the clone tool again, and I'm going to erase some of the leaves from here. Okay, this looks good. And now, we still have here this person. Make it like 5. Now let's take care of the people in the water. Take the soft brush and repeat the process. Just take small portions of the water close to the people and just click Alt and click on the picture. Okay, I think this is it. Let's see if we missed something. I think so. Let's zoom in. Here we have a boat. We need to take care of the boat also, with small steps, of course. Okay, let's see. Yeah. I think we missed someone in the water. Okay. Yeah, it looks nice. I think we managed to erase almost 100 people. I think there are almost 100 people here. I think so. I don't know. I need to to take my time and count them. I think it's a good way to learn how to use the clone stamp tool. And I hope, guys, you liked my tutorial. Let's see again, before, after. Yeah, I think looks really nice. So good luck, and don't forget to subscribe if you liked my work.